Scheduling and budgeting can be very intimidating, if not overwhelming, but you gotta do it. You're essentially taking your script breakdown with all those categories and you're finding prices for all of them. You're gonna use the internet and your network to figure out how much stuff you can get on your own and how much stuff you're gonna need to use a service for. For example, we got our location through a platform called Peerspace. We saw prices of how much it was going to cost to use different kitchens for one day for our production, and we decided which one looked the best for what we could afford or think we could afford. For the network side of things, like who could we borrow things from, like props? Like, do we need to ask like an uncle or a friend if we could borrow the tablet? In our case, we already had one, so that was like already dealt with. After you do all that, you're gonna look at how many days you're gonna need things and how much it's gonna cost per day. This helps you with your schedule for the shoot and on the shoot day. We had a child actor who could only work so many hours in a day. So we had to make sure that we did not go over our time with him, which would also send us over our budget because there are penalties for SAG actors who go over certain times. And crew members too, by the way. Once you tally all that together, that is your budget. But keep in mind that your budget is always in flux because there's always something unforeseen that might happen. So with that in mind, you want to make sure that you are also putting in a 20% buffer for those unforeseen costs. And also keep in mind that as you're doing your budget, you're going to find that there's things that you can get for free, like props, things that you're probably going to be able to get at a discount, like gear, and other things that are probably going to cost more than you initially thought, like permits, like location fees. Keep all that in mind and you'll be in a good place. The other thing I would say is like, yes, there are programs that will help you with budgeting and scheduling, but they do cost certain fees as well. So again, because our project was small enough, we just did it old school and it worked out. So I'm curious to know what you're using and let us know in the comments.